Hey guys, welcome back to Pretzelman 945 here. Welcome back to another video. Today we are doing my top 10 favorite artists. Um, as in musical artists, not like painting artists. Yeah. So at number 10, I have Symphonic. Symphonic, or Plate Symphonics, as he changed his name to, is actually my dad's music. He makes absolutely fantastic instrumental music that's very varied and such like that. Um, yeah, his music is fantastic. He has a lot of banger songs, a ton of albums. Go check out Plate Symphonics on Apple Music or Spotify or Pandora or something like that. Um, and it's like strictly instrumental, like synths and stuff like that. Since the name. At number 9, I have Travis Larson Band. Now, Travis Larson Band are another instrumental band. I love instrumental artists. That's like 90% of what I listen to, primarily. Um, and they make a ton of fantastic songs that are super duper catchy. And I would just, yeah, they just make great music. Um, At number 8 is Blue Tech, who you would have guessed, another instrumental artist, more synthy based than guitar and like drum like based. But Blue Tech, the reason I love Blue Tech is he has so many albums. He has so much music that is just and there is just complete bangers. Like, it's just so good for something to put on in the background as I'm literally doing anything. Like, it's the ideal thing for me to shuffle through when I'm like I don't normally shuffle through playlists, but Blue Tech is like the one artist where I do that because he has so many like songs that are just it's so perfect for that. Yeah, great music. At number 7 is Queen. Um, Queen is what else can I say about Queen? They make absolutely banger songs like Another One Bites the Dust and We Are the Champions and Bohemian Rhapsody. My personal favorite though is We Will Rock You. That's always going to be my favorite, but they make a ton of banger songs. And yeah, everyone knows Queen. If you don't listen to Queen, then what are you doing? Like, do it. um, and number 6 is Antonin Dvorak. And he is my favorite classical composer. So, I figured, like, a unique mix of artists in here, like all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, his Ninth Symphony is my favorite symphony of all time. And granted, I haven't listened to anything else by him, but I don't really care because this symphony is so well orchestrated. It has the best use of melodies, like out of pretty much anything I've ever heard. This symphony does melodies and patterns so well. It's such a good listen. If you're a classical music fan and you've never heard Dvorak, then I cannot recommend it enough. Now, granted, I have not. I like classical music, but I haven't listened to a whole ton of it. I've only listened to a few select symphonies and composers, but I would highly, highly recommend Dvorak because his use of orchestration is absolutely masterful. And the way that he reincorporates melodies is unlike anything else with skill that I've ever seen. Um, so at number 5 is Joe Satriani, who is another instrumentalist similar to Travis Larson Band in the way that they just do like um, different, you know, um, like guitar and drums type instrumental music. However, what I love about Joe Satriani, beyond the fact that he makes absolutely banger songs, is that he has such a variety. Like, he makes a ton of completely unique songs, from like venturing into sad songs to like completely funky and groovy to just like, you know, nice sounding, kind of quiet to like, he literally has one called Diddly Do Dat, to where it just goes, is like the entire gimmick of the song. Like, he makes very, very wacky songs, and has a lot of like creativity and variety to his songs, which I absolutely love. Like, he makes a lot of bangers. And number 4, John Williams. Yeah, this is the only other person that could contend with Anton Dvorak in terms of use of melodies, possibly. Even then, I still think Dvorak does melodies better, but I like John Williams more. If you don't know who John Williams is, then you clearly don't pay attention to music in movies, which I have an entire appreciating the underappreciated episode about. Great series, by the way. You should go watch it. It's on my channel. Original idea. And like, he's just done so many fantastic, fantastic scores for so many movies, like tons and tons of which are among my favorites, specifically Star Wars, but also like other movies that I really like that he's also done scores to. Like E.T., Indiana Jones, Jaws. Well, Jaws was mid, but the soundtrack was good. Anyway, yeah, fantastic composer. The Imperial and the Imperial March is my favorite song of all time. Favorite song just of all time, hands down, of all time. So at number 3, we have Samuel Kim. Who is Samuel Kim? You are all probably thinking right now. Well, I discovered his channel like a little under 2 years ago. And what I absolutely love about Samuel Kim is he does these things where he takes 2 different songs and mashes up the melodies. So like Yoda's theme and Oogway Ascends, done. Like a Dark Side March theme with like all the villain themes, done. He's done that. And he does it with, and he also makes these things called epic versions, where he makes like an epic version of every song with like better sound quality and more creative instrumentation, and just like bringing it up to the next level. And he also composes songs in different styles, like he's done samurai style, Mongol style, medieval style, and he also does different emotions like sad, happy, victorious. He does so much different kinds of music, and all of it is so creative, and the mashups are fantastic, and the different styles sound incredible. And oh my god, his music is just so utterly fantastic. Like, please, I just encourage you, check out Samuel Kim. Please do. And number 2, Metallica. I have been listening to Metallica since I was in 6th grade. And yes, that is part of the reason of what made Stranger Things season 4 so fucking good. Like, that moment is one of my new favorite scenes in television ever. Because literally, like, that meant so much more to me because I've been listening to them since 6th grade. I'm on a tangent here. But anyway, I've been listening to them since 6th grade, and Master of Puppets was literally the first Metallica song I ever heard in my life. So, anyway, yeah. I love a lot of Metallica songs. Granted, there are some not good ones, but those are like few and far between. So, most Metallica songs are just completely fantastic. Like, you got King Nothing, Halo on Fire, Atlas Rise, Master of Puppets, Enter Sandman. Those are like my top favorites, but there's also so many other bangers that Metallica has made that just sound so awesome. Metallica is my favorite band with lyrics by far. But the number one spot, my favorite instrumental artist, and my favorite artist of all time, Ray Lynch. I have been listening to Ray Lynch for like 3.5 to 4 years, something like that. Not as long as Metallica. Granted, not as long as Metallica. They're still the longest on this list. However, Ray Lynch is just the only word that I can use to describe it is masterful. Like, I have an entire appreciating the underappreciated episode just about Ray Lynch. Because no one knows about him. He makes such fantastic music. Like, it's calming, it's beautiful, it's emotional, it's sad, it's happy. It is so many different emotions. It's serene, it's peaceful, it's upbeat. It's so many different emotions done in such a masterful way. Whether he plays the instruments or he gets like guest people to do it for him, like, the rhythms are gorgeous. The instruments choices are beautiful. Every single song is unique. Some in the same album might have similar composition styles, but every single song sounds completely unique. Every single one. Every single one. And like I said, some might be similar in general style, but all of them have some element that makes them completely unique. And he also has a lot of albums, which means there's so much that you're getting by listening to Ray Lynch, and he just brings out so many emotions. Like, I simply can describe it as no other way than just true mastery of music. And that is why he is my favorite artist of all time. This has been my top 10 favorite artists of all time. Thank you for watching, and I will see you later. Bye.